If you are a father in your 20s or your 30s, this video is for you. If you are a woman watching this video and you have a man, you have a son, I want you to play this video to your husband, to your man, to your boyfriend. He got to watch this video, especially if he's into day trading or if he's getting started in day trading. They have to watch this video, so play it for them. But you, listen, I know most of my viewers are males between 25 and 35. And that's who I'm specifically talking to right now, because if you are older than 45, you are already mature enough to know and understand. And this is where I'm going to start. You are mature enough to understand that kids are they're not an excuse not to do something. They are your reason. And that's what I want you to understand. That's what we're gonna start. We're gonna start here. So not too long ago, I watched a video of somebody telling just their audience that kids are gonna hold you back, that you shouldn't have kids, that kids are a mistake. And listen, of course, like I love whoever I was watching, like I love this person, like as a human, Like I have no hate towards nobody. Even when people say wild stuff, just people are entitled to their views and their opinions. But this person did not have kids. I have a kid. My kid, my son is 2 years old. And I have four other stepkids. So in total, I got five. So for me, because I've been in these shoes for a while now, and I just had my first like blood son 2 years ago, I understand that kids, they first of all, they are a blessing. So if you have kids, don't let nobody tell you that they're a mistake. I don't care how young you had them. And of course, I mean, even with my stepkids, they're teenagers now. I wouldn't want them to have kids right now, but if they did that, of course, first of all, they're gonna have to man up. That's the first thing. So if you're a man watching me and you're into day trading, you have to man up. That's the first thing. You have to be a man first, a father first. And I don't think you could be a man if you're not a father. This is strictly to fathers. If you don't have kids yet, this doesn't apply to you, but you have to man up. So when I was hearing this, them saying that having a kid is a mistake, I'm like, you know what? That's just them not knowing how much of a blessing a kid is. And especially this is for fathers who are there for their kids. This is for fathers who love their kids, who are present in their life, because I also understand. And listen, I'm going to be honest with you. You might be this person. You might be this person. You may not care about your kids, because there are fathers out there like that. If that's you, this video is not for you, because I don't think you're going to understand me. I don't think you're going to understand where I'm coming from. But I know that majority of fathers, majority of dads, they do love their kids. They do love their son, their daughter. I know that most of you do. So this video is for you. Listen, you have to man up. First of all, your kids are a blessing. They are a responsibility, and you have to man up. And the title of this video is about how my son made me a better day trader. So if you are looking to get started in day trading, listen, they are not an excuse. Your kids, your son, your daughter, she or he is not an excuse for you not to get started, for you not to do it. They should be your motivation. They should be your reason for doing it. Because listen, I have a professional job. Of course, my job is supporting my family, right? But there are things that I want to do for my kids. There are things that I want to do for my son as he grows up, that I'm going to have to go to a next level in life. And I can't think that because I have a toddler and I have my four other kids, my five kids, I can't think that, oh, I can't do anything. Like my life is done. Or you can't think like that. Just because you had a kid at 18, 19, 20, maybe even before that, you can't think that your life is done. No. Listen, for those who have kids, for those who have that, like if you held your son, your daughter, like that feeling, you want to protect them, You want to provide for them. And that's the first thing that happened to me. Like when I had my toddler, that instinct just kicked in. And I started trading after I had my son because of my son. Like once I had my son, it was just something that just that stirred in me that made me just want to provide at another level. So when you have kids, when you have a son, a daughter, like that's gonna it should kick in. If it doesn't kick in automatically, I mean, you're gonna have to like make it work. Like you're gonna have to get that feeling to get like, I don't know, to you're gonna have to feel that. And if you don't feel it, I mean, you're gonna have to just do it anyway. You're gonna have to provide. So I had that feeling to provide at a new level, at another level. Like I don't want my son to live a regular life. Of course, he's gonna work, like he's gonna learn work ethic. He's gonna learn to work hard. Like I'm gonna teach him those things. But at the same time, as a man, I have this feeling of like he can't start his life where I started. He can't start his life in the same place where I started, because if my son at 18, if he starts where I started, I failed as a man. If I give him no opportunities, I failed as a man. Listen, I'm not saying that this applies to you. This is how I see it. This is my opinion. Like, listen, this is how I see it. So I'm always going to speak from my perspective. But that's how I see it. If my son starts life like at 18, if he starts where I started, I just failed as a man. Like, what did I do in those 18 years previous? Before he turned 18, what did I do with my life? What did I try? Like, did I try anything? And not just try. Listen, as a man, you can't just try anymore. You gotta do it. You cannot keep trying. If you're getting into day trading, you can't try to day trade. You can't try it. You have to do it. Listen, it's gonna suck. It's gonna be hard. At first, you might think it's easy when you place a trade on a demo account or on a simulated account and you get some money. Like you're gonna think it's easy, but once you either do a prop firm or once you put money into your own live account and you start losing, it's gonna suck. You're not gonna think it's easy anymore, right? But once you hit that point of like, okay, listen, like this is hard, I'm trying it, but nah, ain't no try. We gotta do it. And as a man, like when you have a son, and maybe you're watching this video because you just had a son or a daughter, and I say son because all I have is boys, right? But son, daughter, doesn't matter, a kid. You can't just try. Like when they need diapers, like you can't just try to give them a diaper. You gotta do it. Like you gotta fight. Like you gotta provide those diapers. You gotta provide the wipies. You gotta provide the food. So when it comes to trading, that's one of the first ways that it helped me become a better trader. Just understanding that I can't just try to provide for my son. I gotta do it. I have to provide. So when I started trading, it wasn't something that I thought I wanted to do. It wasn't something that I was playing around with. It wasn't like a game. No, it's something that I locked in on. It's something that I focused on. Like it's something that I said I'm going to make it work. It's not optional. My risk management right now, if I was just a teenager, if I was just living with my parents, maybe I wouldn't have no risk management because it wouldn't matter. It wouldn't affect anybody else. But when you're getting into day trading, your decisions will affect your kids. Your decisions will affect your woman, your husband, whoever else, like whoever depends on you, it will affect them. So it improved my risk management. My risk management, this is another point. I'm not going to number them, just I'll let you know. This is another point. My risk management is tight because I have a kid, because I have a family, because I have kids. Now, that's not to say that I haven't had bad moments, that I haven't broke my plan. I haven't been perfect, right? But listen to this. Because like right now I'm trading, let me give you some context. I am trading a live account. Before I started trading the live account, I was doing a prop firm. Why? Because of course I have kids, I gotta provide for them first. My money, I can't just go crazy with my money. I have to make sure that the bills are paid. I have to make sure that my kids have everything they need, right? And then I could, whatever else I have, I could put it towards trading. So I started with prop firms because it was cheaper. It was a way to get into trading in a responsible way. So even though that today I am against prop firms, it was still a stepping stone for me. It's still something that if I had to start all over again, you know what? It's okay. I don't regret doing it because it taught me, it gave me the confidence to know that I could trade because I passed the prop firm challenge. It gave me that confidence. I needed that and I got it, right? But now that I'm outside of that world, I can't just put all of my money towards trading because I have to make sure that the bills are paid first. So I have my live account and I deposit there. Like I know I haven't gave y'all the blueprint. If you have been, if you are a subscriber, you know I talk about putting out a blueprint as to how I'm doing this. But I'll give you a little bit here. For my paychecks, I'm putting a certain percentage of my paycheck towards my live trading account. And I'm doing that on every paycheck. So, but this is the thing. I'm putting, like I said, a percentage, but I'm not being irresponsible. I'm not putting everything. I'm making sure that my bills are paid. I'm making sure that my family have what they need. And that percentage, that's always going there. So when I trade, I know that I can't just go crazy with my risk management because if I blow my account, that's money that could have went to my family, that could have went to my kids. So I'm not like, even the way I treat my account, my life account, I treat it with responsibility. I treat it carefully. Yes, I trade because of course I'm doing this so I could give my kids a better life, right? But I don't go crazy on it. I'm not a teenager. Like I'm not in Spanish, a chamaquito in my room. No, I have a family, I have kids. My decisions directly affect them. Your decisions directly affect your kids. So if you're trading, if you have a live account, first of all, let's talk about if you have a prop firm account. If you have a prop firm account and you are a responsible father, you know you can't just be blowing accounts. You can't just keep resetting and resetting and reset. No, 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 no. Please. If you're doing that as a father, like, please, that gotta stop. Your risk management has to be on point. Why? Because at the end of the day, that's money that you're also gonna need right now. So again, for me, I have my life account and I can't just blow it because if I blow it, I'm prolonging how long it's gonna take for me to achieve my financial goals through trading. Now, my first month, January 2025, I did great on my account. Now this month right now, I traded during NFP week. Now listen to this. I should have left NFP day, at least the day. I should have left it alone. I didn't. I didn't. And this week, like this second, is it the second week? Whatever, this trading week was not the best. I didn't follow my plan to the T, right? But listen to this. Because I have a son, I knew that okay, even though I'm over trading a little bit, which I shouldn't do, my risk management was still like I didn't lose a lot. I didn't lose a lot. Why? Because I know that if I go crazy on the risk management, at the end of the day, my son is gonna suffer. So this week it wasn't the best, but my account is in good standing. It's in good shape. I have enough in my account to come back from it next week. Next week, mind you, we don't know what the market is gonna do. We don't know that, right? But even though we don't know what the market is gonna do, I know that next week I could have a better week and I could be in profit next week. I was profitable in January and I know I could be profitable in February because my, again, risk management gets tighter when you have kids. And this is not everybody. I'm not saying everybody's like me. No. But risk management is something that I tighten up on because my kids will suffer if I'm just putting money in there and just blowing it. No, I can't blow it. So your kids become your reason, not an excuse. They become a reason to trade. Don't let nobody tell you that having kids is a mistake, that having kids, I mean, listen, yes, I understand. You could have kids when you're young, and that's gonna make your life hard, right? It is. I mean, there are realities. I didn't have my first son until I was already old enough, until I was mature enough. But now that I am, I know I have to trade responsibly. So all I want to tell you with this video is you have, if you had a kid, don't think like it's really, I'm trying to give you hope. If you see what I'm doing here, I want to give you hope. I want you to understand that you could still day trade. You could still do it. And because you have a kid, you will do it in a responsible way. So while a teenager might be just blowing accounts, blowing money left and right, you're gonna be more of a like a turtle, but you're gonna win that race because you're going to be trading responsibly. So as you trade responsibly, your account starts growing. Whether it's a prop firm, whether it's a life account, because you're being responsible, your your account grows. And it's gonna get to the point where even small trades are gonna give you enough profit to provide for your family. So a kid, a son, a daughter is gonna help you lock in better than if you didn't have that. Because if you don't have a kid, you don't have a responsibility. You could trade however you want and nobody else is being affected. So I don't want you to be discouraged. If you have kids, no, please. This video is for fathers, really, really. I mean, I am a father. I can't speak from a mother's perspective. I could speak from a provider's perspective, but I'm talking to fathers. If you are a father and you are looking for a way to provide, listen, trading it may not be quick. Like, don't listen. Somebody asked me the other day, we were talking about like these influencers, these day trading influencers and prop firms and everything, and they were asking me like, why are influencers like just promoting, well, trading influencers promoting all these prop firms and everything? And I said, look, listen, they are affiliate marketers to a lot of these prop firms. You could be an affiliate marketer, and when you have a platform like a lot of these day traders have, they're just pushing. A lot of them are pushing prop firms. But listen, I mean, in this video, it's really not about prop firms. It's just about being responsible. It's about however you go about your trading journey. If you have a son should not stop you. A son should be your motivation. Listen, as a father, as a provider, we got to give them a better life than what we had. I'm not saying make them lazy. I'm not saying like, no, no, no. Like, it's not about that. It's about giving them opportunities. And I'm going to continue trading because I'm going to give my son the opportunities that I didn't have. He's going to have to work. Like, for example, if he wants to play baseball, I'm going to make sure that I could get him the best coaches, the best training that I could get him. He's going to have to put in the work. He's going to have to put in the work. If he wants to box, I'm going to make sure that he could do that, but he's going to have to put in the work. Now, my son, he likes a lot of like, he likes the airline industry right now. And I'm not pushing anything on him. I'm letting him discover his own gifts, his own interests, like the things that he likes. But for example, he likes planes. So if he likes planes and if he wants to do that for in his life, if he wants to be a pilot, I have to make sure that he's able to pursue that. He's gonna have to work hard again. I believe not just in hard work. You have, as a man, you have to be focused. You have to be smart. You have to be strategic. But as a father, I'm going to teach him that. But I have to also become the best version of myself so that he could listen to me, so that he's motivated by me. And as a man, listen, I'm going to leave you with this. You don't want to live your dreams through your kids. We're not going to do that. As a man, please, please, if you are trying to live your dreams through your kids, no, 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 no. Like, no. Let them have their own dreams. Just because you play soccer, for example, or football, if you play soccer or football and you didn't make it to like NFL or in soccer like the majors, listen, don't push that upon your kid. Like if they don't like that, they shouldn't have to pursue it because you didn't accomplish that. Now that you are day trading, accomplish this. Accomplish being successful at day trading, and success in day trading is defined by you, not by nobody else. If success to you in day trading is being able to withdraw from your account every month and be able to provide for your kids every month or every 2 weeks, if that's success, then pursue that. We gotta pursue that because at the end of the day, we have to accomplish our goals. We have to make sure that we become an example to our kids. You have to become a man that your son and your daughter is proud of. Because this is my opinion, this is my perspective. If I am somebody that's not inspiring to my kids, and my kids are gonna be easily influenced by other people that's doing bad stuff. My kids could be influenced by the wrong people. If I don't become the best version of myself, my son may not look up to me. And do you really want your son to look up to another man that's not you? Of course, we're gonna have people that inspire us. I have people that inspire me, right? You have people that inspire you. But as a man, you still want to be that person that your son and your daughter look up to. Because if your kids don't look up to you, they're not gonna listen to you. At some point, they're gonna stop listening to you. If you didn't accomplish your dreams, your goals, your kids are not going to listen to you. And why should they? I'm saying, and when I say that, and I'm really talking to myself, again, this is all my perspective. If your kids don't see somebody who's about their word, if you don't accomplish what you say you were going to accomplish, it's gonna be hard for your kids to respect you in that level and to look up to you. So I leave you with that. Become the best version of yourself. Become the best trader that you could be. Provide opportunities for your kids. Do not, please, do not let them start life at 18 where you started in the same financial situation. We gotta stop that. We gotta stop that. And I'm making this video today because my son is not gonna start his life where I started. I'm making sure that I make the most out of my time. So when my son is 18, he's in a better place financially. So I thank you for listening to me up to this point. I hope that you got something out of this video. Let me know in the comments. If you got something out of this video, let me know. What was the part that impacted you the most? Let me know in the comments. If there was something that impacted you the most, let me know. If not, I want you to write in the comments, I will become the example for my son or my daughter. I will become my kid's example. I will accomplish. You could say it however you say it, but I just want you to make that commitment with me today. I commit to being an example to my kids. Let's write it like that. I commit to being an example to my kids. Let's do that. Commit with me. We're gonna make it happen. Remember, remember one thing. Besides remembering that this is your hobby, remember that the world is yours.